my name is Beth. I am the technical product owner and marketing strategist at MaxGood.Work. In this video, I'll be walking you through how to create an account on the MaxGood coaching platform and configure your avatar to start supporting your coaching clients or your internal team within your organization. So to get started, you come to the MaxGood website by using the link www.maxgood.work and then click the Get Started button on the landing page like you can see, and then you are directed to a sign up page where you are required to input your email address, your name and your password in order to create an account on the MaxGood platform. So I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough of what the sign up process is like. So I'm going to sign up with my email address. And then I'm going to input my name. Then a password that you can remember. As you can see, the system is already notifying you that your password must be at least 8 characters. So yeah, I've inputted that. Then you have to check this little box to just say that you're not a robot, right? And then you click the sign up button. Yeah, so upon signing up, you get an email in your mailbox. This is an email that is required of you to be able to verify and validate your email address. So I'm just going to go straight to my inbox to verify that email address before I log in. Okay, so here is the email. I'm going to verify my email address, and then I am back on the login page. So after verifying your email address, you get this message on the login page saying that, thank you, your email is confirmed, please log in. So you will not be able to log in until you verified your email address. So I'm just going to log in with the same credentials that I used to sign up earlier. Okay, so now that I have successfully logged in, because this is a paid platform, I am required to pay in order to be able to secure my essential avatar. So I'm just going to walk you through the payment flow. If you, for any reason, need a trial plan, you can just reach out to us at info.maxgood.work, and the sales team can pick it up from there to show you or set you up on any trial plan. But for now, we do not have a trial plan, and you have to pay to be able to set up your avatar on the platform. So this is the payment process is also quite seamless. So I'm just going to walk you through that payment process. So you click join now, and then you are directed to a checkout page. For the essential avatar, the monthly subscription is $199 per month, and you can just use this payment page to input your card details and pay for the subscription. So I'm just going to walk you through how to do that. I'm entering my card details, and then my name, and then I'm going to click subscribe. So you can see that upon successful subscription, you are now redirected to the MaxGood dashboard, the MaxGood dashboard for a subscribed user. And then you can see that you can now start chatting with Max. So the sign up process is pretty much seamless and flawless. And then the moment you make payments, the organization admin automatically creates an avatar for you, which you then now configure. I'm going to walk you through how that configuration happens in a jiffy. Okay, so upon successful completion of your payments, you can see the profile icon. This is where you see your profile, you see the chat with the AI call to action. If you click the chat to the AI call to action, you can automatically chat with the MaxGood. You can automatically chat with the MaxGood AI avatar, and you can also see other avatar that you have access to as enabled by your account. However, you can see on my screen that there is an avatar called Bet's avatar. This is an avatar that has been automatically created for me by the MaxGood admin. So this avatar is what I'm going to use to coach is the avatar I want to onboard my coaching clients on the platform. So the creation of the avatar is not the same as the configuration of the avatar. The configuration of the avatar is where you, the avatar owner, the coach, or the enterprise leader, can now do extra level of configuration to make sure that this avatar can truly represent and replicate your coaching expertise. So I'm going to walk you through how that configuration happens. So you go to Avatar Admin, which is the admin center. And on this admin center, you can see a lot. You can see a lot of tabs. You can see the statistics tab, the user tab, the expertise tab, the align tab, the foundation tab, and the account tab. Currently, the page you're seeing is on the foundational tab. So what this foundation means is that currently on the MaxGood coaching platform, there are foundational resources like knowledge centers that have been licensed by expert authors for our clients to be able to use as part of their own knowledge base for their avatar. So these are free resources on the platform that you can decide to toggle on or off to be part of or not a part of your avatar configuration. So as you can see, currently everything is toggled on. I can decide that I do not want to use any of this. I do not want my avatar to use any of these foundational resources when creating a response for my user. So that is what the foundational tab is about. Then moving on to the account tab. The account tab is where you can now decide to rename your avatar, and you really can change. You can upload an avatar image. So you have like a profile picture, or you have a customized image for your avatar. This could be your own professional picture. It could just be an AI generated image that reflects what your avatar stands for. It could be anything. And then you can also see that on this account dashboard, it is showing you the maximum amount of response token that can be generated in the response that your users get from your avatar. So as you can see, your avatar will generate responses not longer than the below token limit. 100 tokens is approximately 400 characters. So when your clients start interacting with your avatars, the response they will get would not be beyond this token limit that has been specified here. So this is just for your information. So basically on the account dashboard, you can change the name of your avatar. This is the name that is going to be visible for your user. So currently the avatar I'm trying to set up is an avatar that will coach entry-level product managers and support them on their job. So I'm just going to call that product master avatar. Let me just call it product master, and then I'm going to save the change. Legal name. So legal name is going to be my name because I'm the owner of the avatar. So save the change. This field, public URL, is important if you have an existing website, right? So I'm just going to use the MaxGood website because I do not have an existing. Oh, I'm going to use the link to my Medium article because I usually write articles for product managers, entry-level product managers, and it's called Product Management for Newbies. So I'm just going to use that public URL here. Okay, so I've done all the configuration in my account settings in my accounts tab, and as you can see, it is saved. You can see the name of my avatar, product master, the legal name of the owner, which is my name, and the public URL. This could be the link to your website or any other thing that represents any other website link, right? That speaks about your coaching practice or who you are as a professional, and then you can save the change. Now, moving on to where you do the most important configuration, and that is the expertise and the align tab, right? So let's start with the align tab. The align tab is where you tell your avatar who it is and what you expect from it, right? So you can think of this as you trying to introduce yourself to the AI tool, right? Because the goal of the Max Good platform is to enable you replicate your coaching expertise such that you can provide 24 hours coaching practice, coaching support, and coaching enablement for your clients. So the align tab is where the magic happens. This is where you tell the AI about yourself, right? For example, what industry do you work in? And in what industry will your avatar be used, right? So, as you can see, it says write your avatar industries here. It means that you should write the industries of your coaching practice, right? There is also the vision. There's also the vision form field where you impute the vision for your coaching practice, or the vision for your business, or the vision for this particular avatar that you're creating, because you can have maybe two or more avatar on the platform, right? So, and then you can also impute your mission. What are you trying to achieve with this avatar? What do you want the avatar to enable your client to achieve, right? And then your values and your expertise. So yeah, your expertise, right? For example, say you're an agile coach, you talk about the areas of expertise you are covering as an agile coach, whether it's Kanban, whether it's Scrum alone, all of those things can be included here. So I have a note of all of these things. I'm going to just impute them here. Let's start with the vision part. So this is my vision, right? My vision as a product manager coach is to empower product teams and managers with the tools and insight needed to create transformative and scalable products that addresses real world challenges, right? Industries. Because I have experience in software development, I'm going to include that. Software development. I have experience in telecommunication, e-commerce, and edtech. So those are the industry of my expertise. That means that if any of my clients ask my avatar any question and they are specific down to any of this industry, I'll be able to provide them good quality answers because I have expertise, industry expertise in these industries, right? I have industry expertise as a product manager and owner in these industries. So I've imputed my vision, my mission. I'm going to just copy and paste that because I've written those things earlier in order to save time. My mission, and then my values. So essentially, I'm configuring this avatar to think like me, right? I'm telling this avatar about myself, about my coaching practice, about the things I value, about what I aim to achieve with this avatar as a support for my coaching practice, right? So my values, independent thinking and team proactiveness. Those are the things I've written. I value people being able to think for themselves and being proactive, right? So expertise, I'm just going to um just type that in. My expertise is in product strategy, go to market strategy, product thinking, agile and scrum development, agile and scrum. I'm just going to put methodology. My expertise is also in product marketing and team leadership. Okay, so those are my expertise. There is no limit to the level of expertise you can include in this field. If you have expertise across board, you can just also, include them here. But I'm just going to keep this video brief. And then now there is the final part of this alignment configuration, right? Which is where you now talk to the avatar about your personality. The purpose of the MaxGood.Work AI powered coaching platform is to enable your avatar to be able to replicate your coaching practice, to interact with your client as you would interact with them. So this personality tab enables you to do that. In this personality description, you can tell your avatar about yourself, right? And ask your avatar to behave in that exact manner. I'm going to show you a simple personality draft that I've written here. Essentially, this is who I am. So I'm telling my avatar that is also who she is. right? So I said you are a witty and intelligent product leader. You address your users as superstar. You do not respond to any question or query outside of your product leadership expertise. This is supposed to be 10 years experience. I do not have 10 years experience, but I'm just using this as an example. I have about 4 years experience, right? So, building products. So, but because, I want to speak to product leadership in this context, so that's why I'm using 10 years experience, right? So you have 10 years experience building scalable products. You are a social butterfly who is creative, innovative, strategic, friendly, and warm. You challenge your team to think out of the box. You are assertive and you are a motivational leader. Essentially, everything I described here is mostly about myself because I want my avatar to reflect who I am and the way I would naturally interact with, products, people that are under my leadership. I would want to challenge them, to think out of the box, to be assertive, and I also, motivate them, towards the goal at hand, So what I'm trying to describe with this personality is essentially to train the avatar to respond like me, right? And so I've tried to feed this avatar with everything about myself, my personality as a product manager coach, and how I would relate with the people I'm coaching part time. For example, I'm very witty and I believe I'm also very intelligent. So I want my avatar to respond intelligently to any interaction and question, and to also add some, spice of wittiness into it so that it's not all boring and all of that. And then I want my avatar to address my users as superstars, because that is part of the things I do to motivate people, to do a better job, right? So, this is just an example. You can configure this personality field as much as you want. There is no limit to what you can do here. As you can see, you can use about 10,000 words. You can even tell the avatar about your hobbies, about your dislike, about the tone of response, anything that you think would make the response pattern of your avatar reflect your coaching practice, your coaching style, your coaching expertise. You can configure that in this personality description. You can also tell your avatar to not respond to anything outside its expertise. You can see I have said that you do not respond to any question or query outside of your product leadership expertise. So if you're asking my avatar about accounting, it will not respond because this avatar is configured to only answer questions regarding product leadership. Right. So that is essentially what you need to do in the Align tab. And honestly, this is where the magic happens. If you really want your avatar to replicate, your coaching style and practice, you need to make sure you get this part of the configuration right. You need to write about your vision, your mission, your values, right? You can keep it short, you can keep it long, depending on who you are, your expertise, right? And then after doing all of those, you then save your changes. Yes, so I have successfully updated the Align tab. As you can see, those have been included. Now, there's a very crucial step you should also not miss out, because when you onboard your users on your avatar, you want to give them some startup prompts to enable them interact with your avatar easily. So you would configure your startup prompts in this Align tab also. So click on Configure Startup Prompts. So here, you can, it is more like a guide, it's more like a user guide to enable your users know how to interact with the avatar. So you can say starter prompt should be written in the form command verb. In the form command verb, do something. For example, help me achieve my goal, and end it with a period. So for me, I am going to change this and say, teach me how to develop a go to teach me how to develop a good product strategy for a new product. Teach me how to engage developers better. And then I can also add one more. Teach me what to do on my first 3 days as an intern product manager. Okay, so yeah, so these are my starter prompts. I'm going to delete this. Remember, my avatar is for entry-level product managers, right? So I tried to really just include a starter prompt that they will be able to relate with. For example, teach me what to do on my first 3 days as an intern product manager. So yeah, that is essentially what that is. It's more like a prompt guide for your users. And you're going to see how this would show on the chat interaction interface very soon. Now, moving on to the expertise, right? I've spoken about the foundations. The foundation is where you get access to all the available foundational resource material on the MaxGood platform. You can decide to use or not use them. If you do not want to use them in the response that your avatar generates for your user, you just have to toggle it off. But I want to use all of these because they are in line with my profession, right? I want my users to be able to, I want my avatar to be able to produce answers, regarding Agile and Scrum, because I'm not going to upload any personal resource on Agile and Scrum. So I'm going to use what is on the platform, right? Okay, so all right. So moving on to the expertise tab. This is where you now train your avatar further with your own content or resource material. And in order to be able to upload your content and resource material to the MaxGood platform, you start by adding a title, right? So the title is or could be any material that you want to train the avatar with to support your client, right? Could be any material that you are the author or someone else is the author that you have license or authority to use, that also speaks to your expertise and coaching practice, and you think that your users will be able to benefit from when they interact with the avatar. So the avatar is going to feed off this expertise resource and the alignment instruction you've given it here, and any other foundational material that you've toggled on the MaxGood platform. So for the expertise tab, for you to be able to upload any material, you start by adding a title. As you can see, there are some demo title that I had added initially. So I'm just going to walk you through how to actually upload any resource material here so that your avatar can feed off this resource material and provide answers to any question, prompt, or interaction that your user asks or engages with when engaging with your avatar. So I'm going to walk you through how to add a title. For me, because this is an avatar for product managers, I'm going to add a title for product strategy, because I'm going to be uploading resources on product strategy. So for this particular resource, there are multiple authors, so you can either use multiple author or just input the name of the author. So I'm going to be uploading a resource by Mishkin. It's called 3 Keys Thinking, and I really think it's going to be beneficial for product managers. And I'm also going to upload a resource from my archive of product management resources. So I'm going to include my name as the author also. So owner, I am going to just leave this open, or I'm just going to include a dummy domain name, right? This is birth.com. This is actually not my domain name, but the owner, as you can see in the field, usually should be like the link to your coaching website or the link to the website of the person who actually owns the resource material you're trying to upload, maybe your consulting or your coaching company. For example, Betik.com is Michigan's coaching company, but I am just going to put this domain name. All right, so I'm gonna add this title. All right, so the title has been added. You can see the title here, product strategy. It is automatically turned on, toggled on, means that this means that I am actually saying that my avatar should use this product strategy resource material whenever any query about product strategy is being made by my user. So the avatar can, crawl any of the content I upload on that product strategy and find useful resource that would inform the answer that the avatar will return to the user. So in order for me to be able to upload content under this title, take note that you can organize your expertise into titles. So as an expert product manager, right, product strategy is one of the things that I know that the users of this avatar would want answers on, right? And product strategy is my expertise, right? And I have resource on product strategy. That's why I've named one of my title product strategy. And then I would now add content materials to this product strategy title. So those content materials become nuggets, right? So as you can see, your avatar will use the content here to augment and inform its interactions with your user. So it's going to be part of your own expertise and knowledge base that informs the kind of response and answer that your avatar gives to your user. So now to upload a content or a nugget under this title, you can either upload an image or a content. So I'm going to be uploading a content, specifically a PDF content. I have this resource material by Mishkin called 3 Keys Thinking. So I'm going to upload that as the content nugget for this title. So I'm going to choose my file. I'm just going to search for it here, 3 Keys Thinking. Okay, so I have added the PDF, the resource that I want to upload, and I'm going to click upload. Okay, as you can see, you're going to get this. You're going to get an email in your inbox, but then there's also going to be this notification on the dashboard saying that your files are currently being processed. You will receive an email notification within 10 to 15 minutes once the content have been fully loaded. So usually the content you upload does not take up to 10 minutes, provided that you're uploading your file in the right format. I usually advise to just upload PDF resource. But there are also other formats that you can upload. Here, let me show you. You can upload PDF or doc file, ODT, PPT, text file, HTML, and MD. These are the files that are supported. However, I usually just recommend converting your resource, your content resource to PDF, right? So I'm going to also get an email when the content has been fully uploaded. So while we're waiting for that, let me show you how you can also add another title to your expertise tab. So I've added the product strategy title, and I have toggled it on because I want this title resource to be used in while my users are interacting with the avatar. Okay, so you can see that the content nugget has been successfully uploaded. I know that I uploaded one PDF file, but you are seeing 34 nuggets here. And that is because the system automatically breaks the content into nuggets. This PDF that I uploaded is about 51 pages or 52 pages, right? So the system automatically breaks it into small nuggets, right? So you can now preview each of those nuggets, right? So let me just okay, so this is the reference material. This is the content nugget I just opened. From the 34 nuggets, like I said, the file was broken down into 34 nuggets. Even though it is a 51 page file, it was broken down into 34 nuggets. The system automatically breaks it down because there's a limit to the number of words that should be part of each nugget or each material that you uploaded. So as you can see, these are some of the contents within that PDF document, 3 keys thinking. So so that is how the system breaks your title, your resource material into small nuggets so that the avatar can crawl this nugget to find answers and patterns based on the prompts that your users are asking while engaging with your avatar. So I'm going to upload another content material under a separate title. So this is product strategy. I also want to upload a title on product marketing, right? So, and this does not have to be specific to your expertise. It really can just be the title of the resource you are uploading, right? But for me, because I'm trying to break this down into the different knowledge area in product management, so that's why I'm using product strategy, product marketing, and all of those. So also I'm going to use multiple authors here. And I'm also going to use my assumed domain here. So I'm going to add title. All right, great. So I can decide to toggle on or off this particular resource material, right? So as you can see, because the last content I uploaded for the product strategy document has been divided into 34 nuggets. Now you can see that there's another call to action button to delete the content if you no longer want to use it. And if you click delete, it's going to ask you to input remove, and before you can delete, just to be sure that it is not an error, and to be sure that you're not deleting valuable content that you might not be able to retrieve again, right? So that's it. And all right, so for the product strategy document that has been uploaded, you can do more. When you go to manage content, you click manage content. Yeah, you can do more in this content area. You can decide to add an image or a footer. So this footer, anytime your avatar uses this content as a reference material, whatever you write in this footer will be shown in the reference link. So let me just show you. So for me, I'm going to include this as my footer because I have an article written on how to write a good product strategy. So I've named the title of that expertise, product strategy. So anytime any of the nuggets, content nuggets in this product strategy is used and the reference material is viewed, I'd like this footer to be shown. And the instruction is, what I included in my footer is for the user to read my article on writing a good product strategy document. So, and I've attached the Medium link. So your footer can be anything, but that's what I am using as my footer for this particular reference material. Do not forget, your expertise are going to be used as reference material when your user interacts with your avatar. So the reference material would come with the response that the avatar generates. So I'm going to save this footer, and then I would also view. So when you view, this is how it's going to look like. Read my article on writing a good product strategy document. So close. I'm also going to show you how this is going to play out when your user interacts with the avatar. So that's it. I have added a footer that would be attached to any of these content nuggets when they are used as reference materials when my users are interacting with the avatar. So now let's chat with the AI and see, let's chat with my avatar and see how this expertise is being used, right? So I've only uploaded one document, so I'm going to ask a question around product strategy so that I can show you how that resource material is being used. So I'm going to click on chat with AI. All right, so I am going to. So I've already used some prompts here earlier, right? But I'm just going to do that again so that you can see. So I'm going to ask, what is product strategy? So I'm asking my avatar, product master, what is product strategy, right? So as you can see, it says product master is generating a response. And yeah, here is the answer that my avatar is coming up with. All right. So you remember earlier I showed you how you can, personalize your avatar, and in the personality field, I told my avatar to address my users as superstars. So you can see in the response it says, "A superstar Elizabeth. The product strategy is like your master plan for creating and delivering a product that meets customer needs," right? As you can see, blah, 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 blah. And then there are reference materials that are added to this response. So let us view one of the reference materials. Okay, so this is one of the reference material from the product strategy document I uploaded, the 3 keys thinking, right? And yeah, you can see that at the bottom of this document, right, it is showing the footer that I added. Read my article on writing a good product strategy document, right? And this is useful for the user. So the user can easily click this link to read the article. And the avatar has also used part of that content nugget that speaks to product strategy. It has embedded those parts of the content to the reference material. So that is how the system uses your resource, your content nuggets and expertise to also inform the response that is generated for your user. All right, so yeah, so that is pretty much how to set up and configure your avatar on the MaxGood platform. And in order to do this, do not forget, you just have to go to the avatar admin, configure the align tab, right? Input details on your industry, vision, mission, your personality, and also you can configure the foundation tab by deciding whether you want to toggle on or toggle off the foundational resource material on the platform. And on the expertise area, you can enter a title, you can add a title, and to that title, you can add different types of content, and you can also further customize your content by adding a footer or an image to those contents. So let us do one more take on this product marketing. So on this product marketing title, I'm going to just manage the content here. All right, so you can also upload an image, right? But let us stick with the content part because currently the avatar is not really smart enough to return images during the interaction. So this is still a work in progress. It's not fully fleshed out. However, the response generated by the avatar is fully text right now, and that is part of that was part of what we initially shipped out as the version 1.1. So let's upload another content. I have a resource on segmentation and personal research, so I'm going to upload that here. Yeah, so this is a PDF resource. I'm just going to upload. Okay, so as you can see for this particular content, because the file is not so large, it has been divided into 2 content nuggets, right? So you can preview and you can also edit your content nuggets, right? Maybe for that resource, there are more things you'd like to add, right? If there are more things you'd like to add, let's say I want to add that segmentation. Maybe I forgot to add that in the document before uploading it. I can just include more information that segmentation should be based on research, for example, right? So I can just really edit and add more content right here, right? And then the moment I've added what I want to add, I can save it. So you can edit the original version or the HTML version if you are very technical, right? But for now, let's just stick to the original part, right? Let's stick to the basics. So you save your content. Okay, so there you have it. Let's just view content. So if you try to view this content again, you can see that segmentation should be based on research has been added to it, and the content has been organized better. You can also really, when you're editing this content, you can add a link that you want your user to be able to click when they look through the reference material. So you forget to add that link before you upload it, and before you uploaded it, right? When you get to the edit version, when you get to the edit tab, when you click on the edit tab, you can come here and just add your link. So I can add www.maxgood.work, right? And then I'm going to save it. Yeah, so that's it. As you can see, it has been added successfully. So that is really pretty much how to, add your knowledge base to your expertise. That is pretty much how to, configure the expertise tab and make the avatar smarter to be able to respond to your user as you would want it to respond. All right, so the final part of this video is the user part. So I'm gonna show you how to add users after you've configured your avatar, right? So you click on the user tab, and then you would see this call to action button to add new user or add bulk user. So I'm going to walk you through how to add users individually or how to add users in bulk. In the add user tab, you can see the information of your users, their subscription status, when their license will expire, which means this license expiry means when their subscription to your avatar would expire, right? You can also manage user, right? So if you click manage user, you see the information about your user, their name, their email, license expiry date. So you get to set this license expiry depending on how you intend to monetize your avatar, right? So as an avatar admin on MaxGood, you can monetize the usage of your avatar the way you deem fit. There is no rule to that. And then you can also manage the subscription of your avatar users using this manage user call to action button. So the moment you click on the manage user call to action, you can set the license expiration date, which is like the subscription expiration date for each of your users individually. And you can also, add more information about your user in this user role, user expertise, and industry field. And then you can just update the account info. So essentially, when you click on the user tab, you'll be able to add more users or you would also be able to manage your user account. All right, so let me just walk you through how to add a user. So once you click the add new user button, you can add user individually and you can add them in bulk. So I'm going to just add one individual user, and that's going to be myself, right? So I'm just going to add myself, and I can decide to set an expiration date for my subscription, for this user subscription, also called user license, right? So I'm going to set the expiration date to be 26th of January 2025, right? And then, so if you want to make this user an admin, you can toggle this. But usually, you as the avatar admin, the account owner, you're already the admin, so you don't need to make any other person an admin, except you want to, introduce someone else to help you manage your accounts. So we're just going to skip this process because I am already the admin. I don't want to make any of my users my admin. And then I'm going to just add this user I'm just going to add this user by entering the basic information like my name, email address, and the license expiration. I'm not going to enter the role, expertise, and industry. You can choose to if you already have that information about your user. If you've collected that information, maybe through a Google form or during any of your one-on-one coaching interaction with them. If you have that data, you can just input that here because it also informs your avatar. It informs their experience with your avatar. So the avatar can actually now customize and personalize the response based on their role, their expertise, and their industry. So you can also impute the professional challenge that your user is having if you've collected that data. Like I said earlier, if you've not collected the data, your user, when they get an invitation from you, will be able to impute this by themselves. So I'm just going to click add users. Add user, I mean. All right, so this user has been added successfully. So you can see this pop-up message that says we have sent another invitation to Elizabeth Aregbesola. You will also receive the same email as copied at Betishola95. That means that anytime you add a user to your account, the user is going to get the invitation email, and that email will and you will also be copied. Your avatar admin account or your avatar admin email address will also be copied in the invite email that is being sent to your users. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I have added myself. I have also so I'm just going to check my mailbox so that I can show you the kind of message that your user might get. Okay, so this is the user invite email that I was copied on as the avatar admin. You can see you are invited to join the MaxGood platform. So this is exactly what your user will get when you add them to your avatar, right? So their name will be embedded in the email address, and then they will be instructed to set up their account by clicking this button. So I'm going to show you what that process would look like, what your user would see once they click finish setup. It is a pretty much seamless setup process, right? And that process is when you're adding a single user. However, if you're adding a bulk user, they will get the same email but individually. So let me just click this finish setup button so you can see the landing page that your user lands on when you invite them to sign up for your avatar. Okay, so the moment you click finish setup is going to bring your user to this setup page, this setup landing page. So setup accounts, their email address and their name is automatically populated because you've imputed that while you were adding them. Then they can set their password and confirm their password, and their account will successfully set up. So let me just walk you through this so that you can see how that works. So this setup flow is for users that are invited to your avatar. It's entirely different from the sign up and the setup flow for an avatar admin, which is an independent coach or an enterprise coach that has an avatar on the MaxGood platform. This setup process is for users of an avatar on the MaxGood platform, not the owners of the avatar. So the password, I'm going to just create a password for this is my user account. Okay, so the user account has been successfully created. So if I go back to my MaxGood admin, because this person has set up their accounts based on the email they received, you'd see that the status will also be automatically updated. So let me just go back to the admin account, right? So yeah, let me refresh. Okay, that logs me out. Let me log back in so that. Okay, so let's just check the status of the user since the user has set up the account. All right. So before I move on to the status, after I set up my user account based on the invitation and I signed up, you can see that automatically as a user I can see the product master avatar that I'm being invited to on the MaxGood platform, right? So I can see product master avatar and I can see my email address. So this is what your users see. They would have access to your avatar and the MaxGood avatar, and automatically the avatar is set such that the user can directly interact with your avatar, and they can also toggle to change it back to MaxGood avatar. But automatically it is set by default to the avatar that has invited them to join the MaxGood platform, which is the product master avatar in my own use case example. All right, so that is pretty much how to add a single user on the MaxGood platform. I am going to also walk you through how you can add a bulk user. So now in order to add users in bulk, you just select the bulk, add bulk user call to action button, and then it shows you this pop-up page. As you can see on this form field, there is an instruction regarding the formatting which you should add your users in bulk. So there is a you can add your users in bulk using this text field, or you can also upload a CSV file. However, the CSV file upload is not yet live, so you can add in bulk using the text field here. So for you to successfully add your users in bulk using this text field, you need to follow this exact format as you can see here, that you need to input your username, their email, and separate this data or information by commas. When you add a username, add a comma, then add the email of the same user. So dedicate one row per user, right? One row to add your user information and separate each of those data with a comma. So I'm just going to show you how to do that in this video. So I have my bulk users already. I have a list of 3 users I would like to add. Right, so I'm going to copy and paste, but the way I have organized the data is based on the exact instruction that you can see above this form field. This is one user, Sean Adams, and this is Adams' email, right? So after his name, I added a comma and then before adding his email. So that is how to add your users in bulk using the test list option, right? The CSV user upload is not yet live and that should go live soon. However, in order to seamlessly add your users in bulk, you can use this test field, and you just need to separate each of your user information with a comma and designate one column per user information. So the name of the user, comma, their email, a comma, and any other information you like to add, maybe their license, expiration date, right? And other things that you'd like to add here. Yeah, so pretty much this is how to add bulk users. So after doing that, I'm just going to click bulk add users, and then you'll see that this user data would be automatically populated in the form field, in the user field, and I would also get an email notification of the user invite that's been sent. Like I said, on the MaxGood platform, when you send an invite to any of your user, you as an individual will also get a notification of that email so that you can be sure that your users actually got the invites I sent to them. So if I check my email, I'm going to see this user invite that I sent to Sean Adams and Michael Adams. I'm going to be copied in that email so I can be sure that the invite email was actually sent to them. So pretty much that is how to navigate the MaxGood admin dashboard as an avatar owner, from configuring your avatar using the foundational resources, the align and the expertise tab, and also the account to change the name of your avatar, to adding users to your avatar, and then you are ready to start using your avatar or your coaching avatar to support your clients and the coaching work that you do, whether you're an independent coach or you're an enterprise coach. That is pretty much how the platform works. If you have any questions or you'd like to have a one-on-one demo, please do not hesitate to reach out to us via info@MaxGood.Work. The sales team or Michigan himself are going to take it up from there and will be able to support you to set up your avatar. Thank you.